What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, you haven't already, subscribe to the channel yet. Make sure you stop what you're doing. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you turn the notification bells on because the videos are coming like boom, 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 boom. And you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel that you love so much. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, or the brand new JALEN Make It Hurt tee. And the last link is to subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, reporters, former, and current athletes chat with us in the pod. Now, y'all, let's get right into the video. Week 9. Let's make it happen. Week 9. We 3-5. We still alive. On the road to 500. We host the Chargers at home at 4 p.m. at the Link. So the stage is set. We're on our road to 500. We need to get this win. I told y'all my goal is to end the season with a winning record, and it is very well possible. Starting with a win against the Chargers. We'll worry about next week when next week come. But then we have the Broncos and the Saints. 2 more winnable games. We're coming off a head full steam of momentum after we demolished the Lions. But now it's Thursday. It's on to the next week. That high we had from beating the Lions is behind us. We're going to come down off the high. And now we're ready for Sunday. And guys, I got the keys. I got the keys to victory. So let's get into it. Yeah. So Eagles versus Chargers. Number 1, first key, run them down. We got to run them down. The Chargers are last in the league in run defense pretty much in every category. So the Chargers are allowing 159 rushing yards per game on average and 5 yards per attempt. So they're pretty much last in the league in every freaking category. And it's really funny because the Chargers, their biggest thing on defense is trying to avoid giving up big plays, and then their running defense really takes a hit because of that. Kind of similar to what Jonathan Gannon's defensive scheme is. So we have to attack on the ground, and that's just beautiful. We got the run game going against the Lions. We have to continue that against the Chargers. Nick Sirianni, no funny business. Do what works. Every other team ran down the Chargers. We have to do the same. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't have 100 plus rushing yards. We need to have at least 130 rushing yards against the Chargers. And what is running the ball going to do for us too? It's going to keep that Chargers offensive weapons off the field. So we need to run down the Chargers. That's a simple, easy key number 1. Boston Scott looked good. Jordan Howard looked good. Kenneth Gainwell, ready to go. We know we're missing Miles Sanders, but between Jalen Hurts, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, and Jordan Howard, we should be able to get at least 130. I'm bumping it up. No, we're going to get their average. They're averaging 159. They're giving up per game. We need to have at least 150 rushing yards between those 4. That's the biggest key, number 1. Keeping their weapons off the field and, getting our run game going. Number 2, contain Joey Bosa, okay? Joey Bosa is their biggest weapon on defense and, of course, on the defensive line. So Joey Bosa, of course, going to want to get to Jalen Hurts, going to want to rattle Jalen Hurts. We need Jalen Hurts at his best. Of course, like I said, we want to get the run game going, but, of course, we want to get the passing game going as well, and Jalen Hurts needs to be protected. So Jordan Mailata, left tackle, he got the bag. Now don't fumble it. So he's going to be matched up with Joey Bosa. But the good thing is Joey Bosa is really their only threat. Well, he's their biggest threat on the defensive line. And they don't really have that many threats outside of Joey Bosa. So Jordan Mailata can see himself getting a lot of help trying to double team Joey Bosa. So Jordan Mailata probably won't have to contain him alone because he's their only real threat. So we should be able to double team. So the second key is containing Joey Bosa, giving Jalen Hurts time. So number 3. So the most interesting thing, Shane Steichen obviously came from the Chargers, and Shane was supposedly credited in helping develop Justin Herbert. So they asked him at practice and they asked him in the press conferences, like, how much intel has he been giving the team, the Eagles, on Justin Herbert. And you know how he was. Really vague, wasn't really saying 100%. But hopefully we're able to game plan for Justin Herbert because of Shane Steichen's, you know, he's been with the Chargers organization recently and he's supposedly accredited with helping Justin Herbert. Now, Justin Herbert has weapons as well. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are going to try to rip us apart. So Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, they both have about 500 yards already, both. Combined, they have about 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards, total yards so far this season between Williams and Keenan Allen. And we know Justin Herbert loves those two. And we really got, pretty much this season, we really got hurt the most when we have a quarterback that has multiple weapons. So the biggest thing, okay, when we played the Panthers, they had DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson. And we did a good job containing DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson by assigning Slay and by assigning Steven Nelson to them. So if we can do the same this time, assigning Slay and assigning Steven Nelson to Williams and Keenan Allen, then I think that's the approach that we should take to try to contain them. Because outside of those two, yes, they have a really good running back we're going to get into, but outside of those two in offense, those are their biggest weapons. So if we take them out of the game, if we have Slay take Williams out of the game, if we have Nelson take Keenan Allen out of the game, then Justin Herbert can pick his poison between any of his other receivers, because those are his big two targets. As you can see, they have 1,000 yards between them. So if we take them out the game, and it worked for us against the Panthers with DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, putting Slay and Nelson on them and then letting everyone else beat us, which they didn't. So that's my next biggest thing, is Slay and Nelson locking down Williams and Keenan Allen. And we know when we have those pass catching running backs, when we have those pass catching running backs, that kind of trips us up because our linebacker group isn't the strongest. So last week we had TJ Edwards pretty much getting all predominantly the linebacker snaps. Davion Taylor got a lot of snaps as well, but TJ Edwards was definitely our LB1. So this season we could be looking, this week we could look for TJ Edwards to be LB1 again, but TJ Edwards is definitely going to have to step up and try to stop Austin Eckler because, like I said, they have Williams and Keenan Allen through the air, but Eckler is definitely their go-to guy on the ground. He's been getting it done all season. So we're going to have to find a way to slow him down. And that brings me to my last key. Our defensive line is going to have to be able to attack. So the Chargers, their offensive line, their weakest part of their offensive line is their right tackle, Storm Norton. He's filling in for a starter, okay? So last week against the Patriots, Mathews Judon tore this dude apart. He tore Storm. He broke Patriots records against Storm Norton. So Mathews Judon was able to muck him up. He had a field day against him last week. Storm Norton, and like I said, is filling in for one of the Chargers starters. So we have to be able to do the same. Our defensive line has been inconsistent, very inconsistent lately, but they had a field day against the Lions. They need to step up this week, so it'll probably be Josh Sweat that's going to be matched up with Storm Norton on the right side. So Josh Sweat got paid. It's time to make him sweat. Get to Justin Herbert, blow by Storm Norton, destroy them from the right side. So those are my keys, guys. This is our road to 500. Key number one, run them down. Their run defense sucks. We have to run them down. We need 150 yards on the ground. Don't care who gets it, how they get it. We need 150 yards on the ground. Second is going to be containing Joey Bosa, Jordan Mailata, double team, whatever. It's going to have to step up to protect Jalen Hurts. Third is going to be containing Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. 4 is going to be containing Eckler. And 5 is going to be Josh Sweat taking advantage of their weak right side of their offensive line. Guys, that's the preview. So we're going to talk on Sunday, see what really happened. You know what I mean? If we win or if we don't. But guys, make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep rocking with me. And until I talk to you guys next time. Bye!